Hello everyone, and welcome to our Demon's Crest LP. We're the Arcade Brigade.
Ah,
And he's a piece of toast, don't mind him.
yeah, I am ToastCrumbley.
Yes, and I'm Amatsu. And we're going to be playing this spooky game with lots of fire. The intro's
Yeah.
cool, at least.
Oh yeah, them beautiful graphics
Yeah,
of
60.
1994.
The distant past. And a demon guy with his wings burning up.
That would honestly suck.
I
you
know.
Finally,
Yeah,
like,
we
flying
don't
something
need to see the story sequence that starts after this. However, we'll just get into it. I'll explain it as we start. Pretty much, this is a sequel to a Game Boy game called Gargoyle's Quest. You play as Firebrand, a gargoyle. His goal was to collect 6 magical crests of untold, super-duper chocolate-covered power. Unfortunately, someone decided to broadside him after he was fighting this guy. And now we're fighting an undead form of the guy he just fought like 5 minutes ago in the intro we didn't get to see.
Yep, sounds legit.
Thankfully, this guy is not very smart and will just conveniently duck his head for us. You can actually die during the intro scene, even if you don't see any health. First time I played this as a kid, I actually did die in the intro scene. It's like, oh, I thought I was invincible.
How?
Well, I just kind of stood there.
Oh.
I tried to get behind him to see if I could do anything weird.
Yeah, that must have worked out well.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Now we
dang
get
it.
to see we have health. And
Hooray!
and
Finally.
as the intro scene, this game's made by Capcom, and we will be seeing how Mega Man X inspired this is soon.
Yeah, if I recall, Demon's Crest is now on the Wii U Virtual Console.
Yes, it is.
Summer.
Yeah, we're totally playing on legitimate hardware.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Don't deny it. We are playing on it.
But yeah. So you
I guess.
headbutt things, steal money,
So how do you not
shoot
die?
a member of KKK in the face. Hmm?
How do you not die when a thing fell on your head?
I
The skull, I mean.
don't know. Maybe Firebrand's really tough.
Probably. Are you unable to destroy all the torches?
No, you cannot destroy torches. This ain't Castlevania. We'll play that another time.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I am a big fan of the Castlevanias. And
Same
being
here.
awful.
I've yet to play the original, though.
Yeah, I think we'll skip the absolute original. And we're right on our first boss. Oh, us too. This game is just chock full of bosses, and that's why I picked it, because there's a lot of actiony good fun for its day.
Hey, at least it won't be boring.
I hope not. Me being awful might be boring.
Perhaps, just don't be awful then.
Well, that's not
The
so
graphics
easy
are
sometimes.
actually nice.
Yes. It was released later in the Super Nintendo era, I believe. Like, didn't the intro say 1994?
When the game was released?
Yeah.
Well, if I recall, it was around, I think, like, November 1st, 1994.
Yeah, like, that was almost on the cusp of the N64 era.
That was before I was born.
Yes. Not before I was born, I'm old.
Well,
Too old for these video games. Nah. You can never be too old
I
for
wish you
gaming.
had more than 90s, though. Do you remember, Slinkies?
Vaguely. I think I had a few as a kid.
Well, as the popular saying goes, I can't remember what the saying was, but it was they were fun for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Well, just watching them go down the stairs like magic.
Yep.
That'd be important in a
Like
little bit.
people, it still procures a laugh.
So yeah, like this game, despite the fact that it only has password saving, has tons of hidden items and areas. It honestly is more of a Metroidvania before there was Metroidvanias.
Metroidvanias are one of my favorite kinds of games.
Like, there's lots of backtracking. Like, it's kind of like Capcom decided to go, what if we combine Mega Man X with Metroid style gameplay? And that's what we got.
When did Mega Man X even come out?
I want to say 92.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been like late 90s. I have no knowledge towards that.
So this guy is Arma. We'll be seeing lots of him.
That's good to know.
And he wants to execute us. And he's also like one of the few bosses that you can knock back for some reason.
Well, it's good to know you're knowledgeable about the game. It'd suck if you weren't. You would be on like the first boss for like 10
That would
hours.
be interesting. Let's not be like certain other groups and get stuck
that
on.
we're not going to list.
Yes.
Because that'd be silly advertising.
Yes. But yes, he's easily disposed of, and apparently we're stronger, despite the fact we, in the story, were wrecked like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Firebrand. So he has dropped the first crest that I mentioned, the Crest of Earth. You can turn into G Gargoyle, which I assume stands for ground, and you can ram into stuff. And that's where I think there was some Mega Man X inspirations from, like the dashing is very reminiscent of that. So now we get to see powerful Mode 7.
What does that do?
It's pretty much a graphical graphical mode of the Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah, I recognize it now.
Yes, it was used in Mario Kart and a few other games, but we're heading into town, but we're not here to buy stuff. No.
As dumb as I'm gonna sound, because I played both games, but I haven't played them in forever. Didn't Final Fantasy 5 or 6 have Mode 7?
7 did.
One of them did.
7 did for the airships. 5 did not. 5 used the same thing. But as ground go, 5 used the standard view, just elevated a little. But yeah.
Speaking of Final Fantasy, if it's
Yes?
called Final Fantasy, why hasn't it ended yet?
Because money grubbing.
Yep, it's almost like Persona 4.
I hear Persona 4 was good, however.
It is. It's actually really good.
So,
But there are so many spin-offs.
yes. I hear the one for the 3DS is not bad, however.
I can't remember which one that is.
It's Persona Q, and I died.
Oh,
but there's no
yeah,
penalty
yeah,
to
yeah.
dying.
That game does look fun, though. They brought back Theodore.
So yeah, I died because this is not a good area to use the ground power, as fun as it is.
By the looks of it.
Plus, the ground power, its shots, if they're in the air, do less damage. Its real power comes from it falling along the ground. Unfortunately, that is not very useful in an area where you have to keep jumping. But we have options. We can knock this little statue out of the way and go underground, or we can keep... Okay, we're going anyways because an enemy knocked me on the head anyways. Options? What are those? Myth.
Yeah. So, because of my natural bad memory,
Yes.
I don't know where I was going with that. Well, that was quick.
Yes.
Let's see. Now, being born in 1995, I don't know how good of reception games got. How good was this game received?
Pretty well received, actually, overall. Well, unfortunately, it was near the end of the Super Nintendo's lifespan, so it didn't get the attention it necessarily deserved.
Yeah. From what I'm reading right now,
Uh-huh.
Apparently, it was a magazine or whatever GamePro was
Yeah.
is
I remember that
criticized
magazine.
the repetitive music and lack of variety in enemy attacks. How do
Yeah.
you respond to that?
It is true at times. It can get a little repetitive. And it also has a difficulty problem, as you probably just seen me get utterly wrecked.
Yep.
Yeah, I might also have to restart the damn stage. That would... Why do I keep trying to use powers that are ill-suited?
Because I don't know. Is there anything else we could use?
Nope. I kinda didn't want to do this guy immediately because he is a little tougher, but what's a little challenge in life?
Yeah, if it was too easy, yeah, that's self-explanatory. You know what we should totally do?
What?
I think it's called Ghosts and Ghouls or Ghouls and Ghosts or whatever it's called.
I know what game you're talking about, but my mind is derping a little.
Yeah, it's a very hard game that
Oh, yes.
after you spent all of your sanity as currency, I guess, to beat it, you have to beat it again to get the to get the better ending.
In the Super Nintendo version of that, not only do you have to do that, you must also bring a specific item with you to the penultimate boss, or you will have to do it yet again. It's like, okay,
Such
you made me go
fun.
through this hell once already. Now I have to bring a specific weapon with, honestly, not much tactical use. And expect me to get through it, but keep in mind that if you get hit, you will also lose this weapon.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean, difficult games can be fun, but making them too unfair can...
Arbitrary difficulty.
Yeah, it kind of nullifies the
Ah,
effect.
crap. Okay. I don't want to spend forever just trying futilely on that one guy. We're going to do things the cheap way and explore and try and get something earlier.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because
what?
you can go to the stages in any order. 3 are available to you at first. Where's the button? One of these buttons brings up a map. See, there are 3... Well, technically there's the first area, but there's nothing left there yet. After beating 2 bosses, I can go right to the final boss. No questions asked. But
Okay.
that's anticlimactic, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, just a little. And the game will actually chew you out for it.
Okay, that is pretty hilarious.
Like, it'd be like, oh, you just doomed everything. Good job breaking the demon realm. Okay, this time, we're not getting knocked away from the actually beatable thing.
So what's the purpose of breaking windows?
You can sometimes get money out of it. And there actually are a few hidden items. Like, they actually made use of all of your abilities to find items. Unlike a lot of games where it's just like, you only use a handful to actually discover secrets. You have to use everything.
I wish more games did that, because I know quite a few games that...
Yeah, it's just like, oh, once you have this one ability, everything's opened up to you. Which is...
Hello.
Oh, Flutter.
Hi, Flutter!
You
Hi.
are joining us
Hi.
just in time for
Yep.
the first episode of the
Or
Arcade
second.
Brigade.
I have no idea.
We're probably going to have to split this at one point.
Yeah.
We might actually have to do a little fiddling. You might notice there's a link to the hitbox in the chat thingy.
Oh.
We're playing Demon's Crest, a game from the Super Nintendo era.
So yeah.
Frame loss.
Yay!
Because Super Nintendo
That's always
old.
fun to experience.
Yes.
Just try and get through a part, next thing you know, so much lag!
because so many things on screen.
At least they fixed that now, right? Cue like 20 games that did not.
It's like, I don't think they thought things out too well in the old days.
Yeah, I find that a lot of game developers now, they seem to make games for the sole purpose of getting money, not entertainment.
Yes, there are a number of games out there right now that did not get the testing they needed.
Yeah.
So,
Now, one company in particular, like one person, whatever, I find their games to be very fun. I'm talking
Yes.
about Suda51. Yeah, Suda51 basically. I've not played Shadows of the Damned, which I heard that he helped make.
Uh-huh.
But No More Heroes 1 and 2 are some of my favorite games of all time.
Yes, I gotta try that one myself. I do have it. It's sitting on my shelf.
Yeah, it's on my top whatever list. I can't remember which number they were at.
But alas, I have suffered from the curse of not enough time.
Yeah, because there's only 24 hours in a day.
Yes. They should increase the number of hours in a day. Oops. Let's not go back through the door. Let's actually fight the boss.
Yeah.
Doesn't this
I talked
thing
about
look
Code
pleasant?
7, but that's for another time. No sense getting off. No sense not. I've lost the words. I'll probably just gonna start talking about the 90s now.
Yes, 90s. A great era that you missed half of it.
Yep.
Good job. Oh, why weren't you born sooner?
I'm sorry. It's not my fault.
Yes, it is.
You're right.
Yeah, I just totally could have been born like 5 years early.
Yes.
That would have been pretty epic in...
And probably cause a few paradoxes along the way.
Yeah, probably.
So this guy, doesn't he look cute?
Yeah, so what's the strategy?
He will spit eyeballs at us. I don't know where he got these eyes from. Walmart, maybe? He has a lot of them. Well, he does have a limited number. He might even seem familiar to anyone who's played A Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, actually. He's very reminiscent of that one of the bosses in that.
This guy almost reminds me of, wow, I'm forgetting the boss's name already, but he was from La Mulana.
I know who you're talking about, but...
Yeah. V, I think his name was.
Oh, yeah.
V-I-Y, I think.
Well, this guy's not going to shoot friggin' laser beams at us.
Nope.
I think. It's actually been a
have-
while.
Do you have La Mulana?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, we should eventually play through that.
Yes.
That game is amazing.
Yes. Especially the remake.
Oh yeah.
I have not actually beat the original.
Same.
Crazy puzzle nonsense was a little too strong for me.
Every version I got just happened to be the not translated one that would kind of refuse to say.
Nuts. Okay.
And it was annoying, so I never had a chance until the remake.
Thankfully, this game has good checkpoints.
Hooray!
Like right at the boss. Okay, this time I'm not going to screw around.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yes, hopefully.
I mean, it's not like we'll be here all day.
Well,
It's not
nighttime.
like
How are we going to be here at day if we're here at night?
Yeah.
Also, watch the game's frames drop as the boss tries to get through things. You'd think they would have caught this.
I know, right?
So you might have remembered me mentioning earlier, the ground gargoyles' ground shots are exceptionally potent. If I use them correctly. Correctness use not guaranteed. So the idea now is if I time it right, I can use these ground shots to completely ruin the day of these eyeballs. Unless they ruin my day first, and like that.
I've never had a chance to play this game. SNES, right?
Yes, Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I never had that, but it does look fun.
Yes. A lot of games of that era were pretty damn solid.
Yeah, it kind of sucks the direction that some of the games nowadays go for,
Yeah.
even though a lot of them can be awesome, and some of them just seem
I
rushed.
think that might be a part of why the indie movement, as it were, has become a global phenomenon.
Yeah, indie games are freaking awesome.
Like La Milana.
And anything and everything made by Konjac and
Yes.
Nephilis.
Yes, and more yes. You're finding nothing for me to disagree with.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Iconoclast.
So, after those little eyes are done with, the big eye decides that he really doesn't like our face.
I guess to him it is kind of ugly.
Oh, he does shoot lasers, never mind. But not huge screen covering ones. Ow.
Maybe he's attacking us because he feels too alone.
And he goes down pretty quick. He will surrender to us a power we need. After falling into the goop. He has dropped not a crest, but a fragment of it. The fire crest for some reason got broke up into pieces. Maybe Firebrand dropped it, I don't know. It is the Buster.
Yeah.
It is a stronger shot, and it can also break stone walls, which is handy.
Are you sinking or something?
What?
Oh, never mind.
So,
It's only a tiny bit blurry, so I couldn't tell if he was sinking into the goop or not.
Now we can go to different stages.
Hooray!
Well, we could have before, but the Buster is needed. But I think this is a good stop to pause and figure things out. So I think we will pause here and then do something. I don't know what.
Next time on Arcade Brigade.
I die more times.
Yay!
See y'all
Can't wait.
later.
Bye.